Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? Of course, my name is Blitzwinger. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, of course, a brand spanking new episode of Blitzvillage. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. This is episode number 13. Lucky 13 will be quite probably unlucky for Mr. Hulk, because today we're going to be building his particular level in our Avengers Tower. But before we get to that, of course, I need to feature you lovely folks and your lovely creations in the wonderful world of Minecraft. So, of course, as always, if you want to be featured on an upcoming episode of Blitzvillage, all you have to do is tweet your pics at me over on twitter.com/Blitzwinger, or if you're just twitting at, then just at Blitzwinger, and then send in or attach your pictures to the tweets. So nonetheless, of course, let's move on over to this week's entries, and we have, first and foremost, Mr. Nathan Emmanuel, who sent in a rainbow blitz, which is awesome. I love how you've got the top-down perspective, so not a three-dimensional build, but one that you would build, like, let's say if I was assembling something like this, top-down. I think that was pretty clear as it is. A bird's eye view, let's put it that way. Awesome creation, nicely done. I love the rainbow border, it looks sweet. Then we move on to Jalapeno Gamer. I love jalapenos because I love spicy food. And he or she sends in a Deadpool statue, which looks awesome sauce. Very, very similar to something like, I guess, this Creeper statue or the Steve statue right here, more so than anything. In terms of having a little design. So I think that was a very, very well done build. Nicely done. Looks super duper sweet. And then last but certainly not least, we move on to Slava03, who sends in a Blitzbot once again. So we have two different Blitzbots and two different versions of Blitzbot this week. In fact, a lot of you guys have been sending some amazing versions, and I'm looking forward to showcasing those on upcoming episodes of Blitzvillage. Lots and lots of cool stuff is still to come. But again, as always, if you want to be featured, please don't forget to send in your submissions over on, of course, Twitter. So, nonetheless, let's move on. Changing weather to clear. Okay, so... Oh, okay, there we go. I was freaking out at first. I was like, wait, why didn't it not change then? So, of course, as you can see, we've got the next layer, or about to have the next layer to start assembling. So... First of all, I wanted to thank you guys for some really, really cool suggestions. There's some really cool stuff that I have now ideas for, and also the other thing that I wanted to thank you especially for is that there were several people that actually tweeted at me and also sent in the comment section below, I guess not sent, but posted, really, really, really good comments in terms of having really fun mini games and little arcade games to build in Blitzvillage, which is just really cool. So I'm looking forward to building several of those, so stay tuned. I've already written down two different ideas, and I've also got, of course, the idea that I had developed before. So we're going to potentially have 3 different arcade games in Blitzvillage within the next, hopefully within the next 10 episodes, so that should be really, really, really fun, because we really don't have all that many layers left. I mean, we've got, we're going to do a layer for Hawkeye, we're going to do the Hulk today, and then Thor. So that will be it. After that, we are done. We did all the core Avengers. I mean, we've got Iron Man, we've got Black Widow, we've got Captain America, of course. And I know people will say, well, what about the Vision? And what about Falcon? And what about... There's like so many characters. If I keep going for every single character, it's going to be too long. So we literally have the Hulk level left, Hawkeye level left, and Thor. So after that, we will then do the big ginormous balcony floor, which is also going to be the hangout area, and I think that's it. Then we're going to have like the actual tippity top of the structure, which is going to be pretty sweet. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be a ton of fun. I just realized Black Widow is going to be very upset with me if she was like in this game and everything, because we're making Hulk her neighbor over top of her, which means that it's just going to be destruction and noise and anger every which way she looks. So I'm sure she won't be too happy with her neighbor. But hey, you know what? I'm sorry about that, Black Widow, but we had to put him somewhere. And if we put him too close to Thor, those two will always fight, as they did in Avengers 1. So we can't allow for that either, because we're going to lose the entire Avengers Tower by the end of this whole thing. All right, so I think we're doing pretty good there in that regard. And now we just need to bring in the floor. So we're going to just assemble this. By the way, I know most of you are probably saying, most of you, I don't know why I started there. I apologize about that. But I'm sure most of you guys are probably saying at this point, like, didn't you say that you're going to have the floor that belongs to Hulk be completely destroyed and, like, the walls being destroyed and stuff? Yes, we will do that, but I feel like it's best to still assemble it fully first, and then after that, we'll be able to, like, withdraw certain elements and remove certain elements. I think it'll be a lot easier to build that way than if we build it in the sense of, hey, let's have, you know, this part broken, that part broken. Whereas if we have it fully complete first, then it's easier to like flap and be like, oh, we should have a hole right here and something there, and this piece should be smashed, you know? So I think that's the quicker way to go about things, and I think it'll look better in the finished product, so to speak. All right, so here we are, just layering the floors down. We obviously are going to need some green mats or carpeting inside, because we still need to obviously have it somewhat themed towards the Hulk. But I think the way I'm going to do it is literally just have a bed in the center, green carpeting, and then there's destruction everywhere. Because I think it'd be really funny, because like, there you go, perfect. That is exactly what the Hulk would want. I guess the other thing, though, that I should probably account for is the fact that we have Bruce Banner living in this particular house as well, or in this floor. So maybe we need to kind of interpret some of his characteristics into it as well, you know, actually include maybe some sort of like little relaxation area or something that would be almost like yoga mats. Because if you remember the Incredible Hulk movie from 2008, Bruce Banner does a lot of exercises that are like yoga and like proper breathing techniques and stuff like that, just to try to gain control over his anger and be able to maintain his heartbeats at a certain ratio and stuff like that. So I think that might be a pretty good idea too. So we'll probably put a bed, maybe next to the bed, like some sort of a play recorder or something like that. And then, or not play recorder, but like a jukebox with some discs so he could have like some relaxation music and stuff like that. All right, so the core floor is now complete. We will, of course, as we said before, we're going to need several things. So I'm also realizing that I wanted to include the slime in there, didn't we? So that's got to be in here for sure. So I think the way we'll do it is we'll grab some light gray. Where's the slime? Why do I not see it? Is it not in these blocks? I could have sworn it was in these blocks. Packed ice. It's got to be like greenish. So come on, eyeballs. Do not betray me. Let me find the slime block. What? Okay. Well, I don't know where it is and what category it is, but I guess we could find it this way. What is this? Spawn slime? Just have a slime bouncing around Hulk's room? That would be weird. All right, so I think what we'll do is we'll create like this little barrel almost, because it's almost like, let's say Bruce Banner is doing analysis, right? And he would have some gamma radiation in here, right? That he would utilize and try to analyze and stuff like that. So I think that would work. In fact, I think what I will add to this whole ordeal, I think it's in the brewing here. Yep, there it is. Let's grab that. And the cauldron. So we'll put a couple of cauldrons back here. Wait, can you put slime inside the cauldron or no? Nope, you can just put it on top. Okay. But we could have like this little analysis type desk, right? Where he's trying to figure out what the gamma is and how to get rid of it, and is there a way to extract it and stuff like that? Because obviously Mr. Hulk always, or more importantly, Bruce Banner always tinkers with that stuff, because still there's almost every Hulk story ever features, at least to a certain extent, Bruce Banner trying to figure out how to no longer be the Hulk and not wanting to be the Hulk. So I think that's something that would be appropriate here. Now we're gonna have some carpeting work throughout, 2 different hues of green also. There we go. And then I think it would be funny if we just like have random sporadic pieces of carpet as if it's been torn up by the Hulk, right? Like he's just been walking around, he's like, well, whatever. We could even have, you know what would be funny? It's, there we are, there we go. It's like he ripped through the floor, so they just replaced it with some other carpets. They couldn't get some more proper ceilings done for him because he's just destroyed most of it. So here we are. We're just gonna layer this out randomly, right, like this. Then there'll be some of the other green around. Let's see what it looks like from top down. Okay, this area right here is a little bit empty, so we'll fill that in a little. There we go. And then this area right here also could use a little bit of color, and I think that may be good. Oh, here we go. We'll put something there and there. All right, so there we go. So he's torn up the carpets. It's already a giant mess. Perfect. Very fitting for the Hulk's personality, that's for sure. Then, of course, as we said, we're going to have a bed. And I think it'd be interesting if we just put it just square in the middle, like that. That's it. It's like, it's super duper simplistic. Then we wanted to have the jukebox, of course, because we do want to have somewhat of a relaxation area for Mr. Bruce Banner, more so than even the Hulk. It's primarily for Bruce. So we'll put that there, and then we would need something. I'm just trying to think, maybe a carpet, like a yoga mat type thing. So it'd be like a blue mat that he would relax on. There we go. So he just like sits on this mat, puts some music on, and just relaxes. I know it's not perfect, but again, that's kind of what I think of when I think of the Hulk. It's imperfection. So, and there's something perfect about that. So there you go. So then we're going to obviously smash some actual pieces as well, because the Hulk is crazy and he punched through the actual building. So there we are. And I think it would be actually extra funny if the SHIELD agents constantly try to replace this stuff with like wood. So they can kind of replace certain parts, but some of them they just can't keep up with anymore. So they're just like, okay, you know what? We just give up at this point. They replace some things in the actual structure, but at this point there's stuff that's just like giant holes in the actual building, which is something that you just gotta accept when you're dealing with the Hulk. There we are. So we'll fill that in. It's like, can you imagine Tony's like, oh, whatever. Just nobody touch that floor anymore. That's it. Like, he just gives up at this point. The idea behind using the planks is that it's literally like boarded in with like wood and studs and, you know, like actual nails, and they tried to fill it in, but they couldn't be bothered anymore with it. So there we are, guys. A quick build for the Hulk's room, aka Bruce Banner's room. It is absolutely chaotic, but that's really what I can think of when I think of the Hulk. It would have to have these features in it. So nonetheless, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Blitzvillage. Of course, I will be back next week, next Sunday, with another episode where we will be working on Thor's room. So if you have any ideas for Thor's room, I know, of course, a lot of people have already written the suggestion of having the pattern on his floor be a giant hammer. So that's what we're going to do, of course. But if you have any other ideas, like, hey, this would be something cool, or something with lightning, or a thunderbolt, or something like that, let me know in the comment section below. I would definitely love to hear from all of you lovely folks. As always, have an absolutely fan-fantastic day. I hope to see you lovely folks here next time. Peace out. See you laters. Alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.